Capricorn. Welcome, welcome. How are you? I am bringing you your general reading for Capricorn Sun and Rising. Not date or time specific, but we are in the energy of the full moon in Scorpio as I record this. So that energy does tend to kind of come into the reading. So if you're watching this weeks or months from now, please note that that full moon in Scorpio may have influenced some of the energy coming through. It's a powerful full moon. It's also a super moon, referred to as the pink moon, in case you missed it. I did a full moon in Scorpio reading that is up on the channel. I always do them for new moons and full moons. So if you want to see what came through for the collective there, super powerful. All about release, but this is the grandma of release full moons, okay? So it's one of the more powerful. It's not a full moon that's for the faint of heart, Capricorn. Scorpio is the mansion where we surrender to that constant relationship we must all cultivate with death, okay? We practice our deaths with every healing we move through, right? Because as we do a healing, some part, some aspect of a self, of the self is born, and a previous version must be allowed to die off. So that's the whole process. But what happens is we kind of resist it because we fear death. So what that translates to is we fear change. So when we're not busy trying to avoid death and dying, we're actually resisting change. A lot of that comes from the ego too. So I want you to be careful of any habits or patterns you're holding on to, like with a little death grip, for they may just be snatched from you, right out from under you, in order to facilitate the growth that's possible for you right now. And so that's super important. Give it over, surrender, be very clear about what you're releasing, and don't like push anything off to the side and save it for later. This is the time, Capricorn, okay? So if you do happen to do any full moon rituals, be sure to include water in your ritual, as this is, Scorpio is a water sign. And remember that connection here, like I pulled out the cards for you. Here's what we're dealing with. Got it? The death and the rebirth, the redemption, the second chances, forgiveness of self, the healing. Got it? But it's happening in opposition to Taurus. We have the sun in Taurus along with a bunch of other planets. And Taurus is about comfort, creation, groundedness, you know, our creature, things we like to hold on to, as well as our values, and, you know, and how we perceive the world from our own viewpoints. So there's quite the difference between these energies, and that's what you're working with for this full moon. So come for the tarot, get a little full moon lesson. Now let's go to the Goddess Power Oracle for you. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Capricorn, is just be ready to completely drop all your old limitations, everything that you've been holding on to that you know no longer serves your highest good. Have a little funeral for the old version of yourself, and then trust that the rebirth will follow. That's the process. Okay, Goddess Power for Capricorn, Sun and Rising. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your little tutorial. Aha. Interesting. Parvati, Goddess Parvati, devotion in reverse. Ooh. Card 41 in reverse. So here's what comes through. I'll hold it upright because it's such a gorgeous card. It says, the Goddess Parvati comes now to offer her help because blind faith in others isn't serving you, and devotion to something undeserving may be showing up in your life. Ask yourself why you are so committed to someone or something you know deep down will fail you. Are you afraid of seeing things as they are? What if you let go? I can't even believe this. And allow a higher force to guide you to the right people, places, and things that are in your highest good. Can you remember when the devotion to this ultimate spiritual partnership was reciprocated? Consider what happens when you place your attention only on money, status, ambition, and power. The world becomes narrow and you lose connection to a higher existence and your greater good. The goddess Parvati offers this alignment task. Get your spiritual life in order. Make prayer and meditation part of your daily routine. Act as if you believe that what is for you won't go past you, and that what must proceed will do so without your interference. You will be amazed at how everything falls into a place. The goddess Parvati reminds you that you are so loved and cherished. So this is a perfect card to come through in that reverse energy. The alignment message absolutely speaks to the full moon energy, so I feel a real alignment there. Right? Don't hold on to things that are holding you down or back or that keep hurting you. That is not love. Okay? Let it go and trust that what is meant for you, truly meant for you, will not pass you by. That you can let go of what doesn't serve as it clears the path for what you do deserve and for what will serve your highest good. What a lovely, perfectly timed message for you, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on in your connection. Capricorn, Sun and Rising. If you're here as a cross watcher, that's fine. Welcome. As always, if you enjoy the reading, like, share, and subscribe. Strength, absolutely. Two of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Woof. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. So, as always, I speak to divine masculine and feminine. Just choose the side that speaks to you, that aligns with your storyline, and the other side is then your divine counterpart. So I just set an intention for how to read it, but it is for the collective. It could come through reversed for you, especially if you're here as a cross watcher. So don't worry about the labels. But we've got a divine masculine showing up in the energy of the strength card. So really gathering up their strength, their courage, and their confidence to know they can overcome the obstacles that are on their path at this moment. What might they be trying to gain their strength around? Moving forward, Chariot. So we've got Leo and Cancer here. Very interesting for you, Capricorn. And then in the future, the Magician. On some level, this masculine is ready to manifest what they desire. They know they have all the tools. In the past, the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups was offering, we have two pages here actually, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. So we have, a little bit less evolved. This feels like the beginning stages of the connection, messages of love and sincerity, as well as a little bit of spark, a little bit of heat. The Page of Wands can be somebody who isn't as engaged in the connection, can be somebody who's a little bit more self-serving, or, not with intent to harm, don't get me wrong, but just not taking things as seriously as the other person. And I say that because feminine's present experience of this connection is a Ten of Swords. So some painful cycle has come to an end here. Things are a little bit up in the air. They're coming into the reading in the Two of Pentacles, uncertain of what they're really dealing with, trying to weigh realities on the ground. And then in the future, Four of Cups, just kind of pulling out of the whole situation. Lock, stock, and barrel. So let's take a look at what this is trying to say. So show me the Strength card. King of Wands. Very clear about what they want. This masculine king could be a Leo. Absolutely can be a Leo. Very much all about claiming what they desire, gathering up their strength, a little fearlessness entering the picture. Getting over the broken heart. So this King of Wands, they know what they want. but I feel this masculine has either been hurt before and is trying to gather up their strength to pursue what they want, or there's heartache in this connection. Page of Cups in the past. Little message of love or possibly apology. I kind of feel this was a sincere message of, I'm ready to work on this connection, to build upon what we already have. It's a co-creative energy card. Yes, past life soulmate. Really lovely energy. So this feels very authentic. Maybe just the beginning stages. So think about the beginning of this connection, like how things were timed and where you each were at that moment, because I see this Page of Wands over here. This masculine looks like they were taking things seriously, that they were at least open to working on the connection in 3D, building upon what's already there. Could have been very early stages, as I said. Chariot. Moving to calmer waters now. So the Chariot is, both of these cards are travel cards. There could be some travel involved for someone here. That's not for everyone, but it may be coming through for someone. But the Chariot is a victory card and kind of overcoming whatever this strength card is trying to work to overcoming it victoriously and moving to calmer waters. So I'm feeling as if this masculine is ready to get beyond anything that was out of balance or weighing heavily on their mind, like a Three of Swords. Yes, whatever they're trying to manifest is already coming in. This is manifestation. So I think the Three of Wands, they're calling something in, maybe their strength, their courage. Yeah, because underneath that Nine of Wands, this has been quite a slog for this masculine. The Nine of Wands is that persistence, right? It's determination, an unwillingness to kind of go down to go down in frustration. Like they want the victory here. So right now I feel as if on some level they're kind of feeling really exhausted by the whole situation. There's definitely heart heaviness right in this moment, and they just kind of want to move beyond it and get the peace of mind that they're looking for in the future. We've got the Magician. Eight of Cups. Okay, Ace of Swords. And there's the Two of Cups underneath. So I feel in the future, and because I can see here that there's a struggle in the connection, at least on one side, but it's never one-sided, Capricorn. I feel as if this masculine is kind of going to be trying to manifest an escape route. Eight of Cups, just, looking for the clarity, that aha moment that helps them see things clearly so they can get beyond the drama. I think there's some drama here, possibly with the soulmate. There's something that they're going to be looking to see clearly. That's what they're manifesting, is the Ace of Swords, so that they can kind of get beyond the drama and move away from something, walk away from something that is not serving them, right? And I'm seeing the Three of Swords. So this is difficult. If you're here as a masculine, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are the divine masculine in this situation, whether you're the Capricorn or not. I feel like it's been really difficult. I kind of feel like this masculine had good intentions. But right now there's a struggle. There's some heart heaviness or heartache in this moment, and they're just looking to get beyond it all. And in the future, that Ace of Swords will provide all the clarity they need to move on to what they desire. Now, for some of you, this Eight of Cups can be that this masculine is sort of beginning the hermit's ascent up the mountain, looking for the Two of Cups, right? We've got 8 cups there, but there are a couple of empty spaces for the Two of Cups. And sometimes it's about the search for that. Even if it's in your own backyard, you know, think about that. And I just feel as if there's some moment of clarity for this masculine that tells them that this is the time for them to move forward in search for what, you know, for what brings them joy and happiness. Feminine right now, Two of Pentacles. Keeping things up in the air, operating on intuition. I don't think you two are in communication. You may be in total separation right now. Here's that little Page of Cups again. I feel like you're waiting for an opportunity here, Queen of Swords, to ask some important questions. That came through in the morning musing, that Queen of Swords energy. So once this message of love or apology comes in, then the feminine feels comfortable enough to explore what happened. Right now, everything's just too up in the air, Two of Pentacles. And there may be no communication here whatsoever. In the past, Page of Wands. Lessons learned. Hanged Man. Boy, wasn't this in the morning musing too? I think it was. Yeah, Hanged Man was out twice. This is its third appearance for this sign. And this is one of your cards, Capricorn, because it's all about Saturn here. Lessons learned. You know, the as above, so below. And I feel for the feminine as if something was learned about the Page of Wands, possibly perceiving that as someone who didn't take things seriously, learning the lessons, ready for a new beginning, but holding back. Now, the Hanged Man is always looking for illumination, waiting for, like in the Matrix, not taking action, delaying instant gratification, just, you know, not uncomfortable or suffering by any stretch of the imagination, but it is perceived as a sacrifice because there's something that this feminine wants and they can't kind of take any action toward it. They're just waiting to sort of size the whole situation up. Lessons being learned here. Are we ending this? Are we having a new beginning? Are we resetting a new cycle? I don't think the feminine was sure. And so therefore we've got the Hanged Man. And that kind of came through that way this morning as well. Here's the Four of Cups underneath. So I'm just going to pull back. Maybe some friend zoning here, keeping this masculine as a friend. Possibly. The Four of Cups can be emotional detachment, disengagement. It could be flat out rejection. But sometimes it's just about keeping someone at bay, you know, emotionally speaking. So that may be what happened. And now we've got, it's not the Ten of Swords. I misspoke. It's the Nine of Swords, which makes perfect sense. Ooh, every time I see that card, I immediately think Ten of Swords. And then I get to it and I'm like, no, there's the bed. It's the Nine of Swords. So feminine, truly stressing it out. Lots of anxiety, things up in the air still, that all makes sense, but now the Nine of Swords makes better sense to me. Look at all this fear and anxiety. So, if you are here as the Divine Feminine, this full moon is going to pack a punch. It is not going to do anything to quell your nerves, your frayed nerves, or calm your fears. Every last nerve will be triggered, all your insecurities right up at the surface. You are not in communication. You don't know what's going on. Things are up in the air. Here's that Page of Cups. I think that message has already been delivered. And yet you're not in communication for some reason right now. And I'm thinking because what was sincerity was perceived as a lack of. I just don't think the feminine thought that the overture was sincere, right? Lots of worry. Oh, I feel it, feminine. I really do. And it's a lot of pressure for both parties. I'm feeling the pressure for both parties. Masculine trying to overcome it, wanting to move to calmer waters. Not really giving up here yet, but just kind of feeling worn out underneath. Knight of Swords, again, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords for this feminine, truly needing some clarity, wanting to speak the truth, wanting to clear up a misunderstanding. And that's what I think I'm looking at, is a misunderstanding. Four of Cups. Right? Are they friend? Are they twin? What's the dealio? Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. King of Swords. So now we have a King and Queen. Underneath is the King of Cups. So I kind of feel like this feminine in the future will perceive this masculine as icy and detached. And I kind of see it. I feel like this masculine in the future is just going to try to manifest their escape route, because I don't think much is getting resolved. Now remember, when you see a reading like this, there is predictive value here, but there is also an opportunity to see what is potentially on the path. And if you don't like it, change it. Okay? You've got all the information you need now. So Four of Cups, Four of Wands, and the King of Swords. Somebody very, distant, aloof, with impeccable boundaries, not at all warm or fuzzy. And I kind of feel that's the energy that may be coming from this masculine in the future. Underneath, here's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a King of Cups, feminine. And you're kind of saying, yeah, nope, I want no substitutions. Don't come at me with your icy coldness. I'm here for the love and the love only. So I kind of feel as if the feminine's position going forward is, I'm not interested in having to work for the affection. I am interested in having someone who's emotionally available and open and warm and kind-hearted. So that's what I see if this is speaking to your experience, which does sound very stressful. It's, not all happy, happy, joy, joy, but it's important to kind of understand for yourself what to do with all this energy, especially if it's speaking to you. So that's what I do in the extended. In case you're curious, I pull one card to bring all this together and give you a focal point, especially if you're watching this around that full moon. So that's your focal point. What do you need to focus on? What needs your attention, your energy in this moment based on what comes out here? The second card is what might block or challenge you in dealing with that issue or situation or whatever it is. And the third card is what can you do about the blocks or the challenges, or what can you expect to come of it? So that's what I'll do. And I do a deep dive and clarify all that. Then I'm going to get a message from this masculine to the feminine, a message from the feminine to the masculine. So you can kind of communicate, it's a channeled message at 5D. What are you really trying to tell each other? One card for you, Capricorn, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. We'll give your spiritual team an opportunity to weigh in and provide their guidance. And then the last card is what may be on the path going forward. So if that speaks to you, the link is below. Follow me. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, take care. Full moon blessings to you, Capricorn, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye-bye.